Hey ladies, what you are about to watch is a testimonial video of one of my clients, Jolyn. She is a photographer and busy mom of 3, and she came to me with hypothyroidism, weight gain, low energy, and wanting to get off of birth control. And she left with more energy, more understanding, a better relationship with her body, clearer skin, less cravings, regular periods, improved immune function, and more. So I'm excited for you to listen in. And if you are interested in the next round of the Energy Hormone Reset or private coaching with me, check out the links below and I would love to talk to you. See you there. So thank you. To start out, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Just who you are, what's going on in your life?
I'm Jolyn Laney. I live in Boise, Idaho, and I'm a family photographer, wedding photographer, retreat leader for women, and a stay-at-home mom.
Well, before you came to work with me, what was going on for you physically? What kind of symptoms led you to join the Energy and Hormone Reset?
I have definitely struggled with energy and being tired all the time for a long time. And there's other health factors with my kids having type 1 diabetes where I don't get a lot of sleep. I wanted to just be healthier in a big way. I knew I had some habits that I needed to slow down or quit. And I knew that you could help me with all the things. I also have hypothyroidism and wanted to get off my hormonal birth control. And so those were all things top of mind when I signed up.
So how did that impact you? Like your relationships, your work, your self-concept?
Definitely the tiredness affected my life the most in that I just could not make it through that midday drag. I could not get the energy I wanted to show up in the way that I knew I could if things were more aligned and healthy and working well. Because bodies should be able to function for the full day. New studies show we should stay awake the whole time. So that was definitely affecting the way I wanted to show up as a mom and in my business and as a wife and just staying on top of my life.
Yeah. Well, so how are things now?
I feel great. I have a lot of energy and I enjoy moving my body. That was one thing that was always like a trigger for me. Like I just could not start exercising, and you shifted that mindset to just change it to movement, and it could be whatever kind of movement, just a walk around the cul-de-sac or stretching or just doing normal life, but thinking about it like I am moving my body. I'm doing these things. I'm not just a stagnant blob in my life. So
awesome. So better energy. Anything else?
When I do sleep, I am sleeping a lot better. I do feel rested in the morning, and I've been waking up even like 6:30 on my own and getting on with my day and wanting to get out of bed to get started, which was not the case beforehand. Over the winter, I didn't get sick. I didn't get a common cold, and I previously had gotten them about every month throughout the winter. So that was huge because I could continue to do my life without being out for a week with a cold.
How about your periods?
Yes.
Your habits?
So we got off birth control. I wasn't sure if it was supposed to be a cold turkey thing or anything, so you helped me figure out that process. And now I have regular periods, and I feel like my body's actually in its cyclical rhythm again. Which I've been on birth control for almost 18 years, so it was time to let my body just do her thing. And I I really wanted to feel that like I am in my period time, like sacred time, and really let myself lean into that. Because before it just felt like, I don't know, it's just like a normal week, and I wanted it to hurt a little. I wanted it to like change my energy and let me like rest. And they're not painful. I haven't had bad cramps or anything, but I do feel like I'm flushing. I do feel like I'm resting, and it feels really nice.
Love it. Love it. You're loving your
Mm-hmm.
period. So what is the ripple effect of this better energy, regular periods, better immune system, less cravings, etc., clearer
Yeah.
skin?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel healthy. Like inside and out. I'm working on detoxing my liver and like heavy metals out of my system. I am drinking filtered water. I'm moving. I'm eating better. And that does a lot to your mental health, like to your brain knowing I'm doing something for myself. I'm doing what works and it's making a big difference. So I have this like confidence that I didn't have where I can just, no, I'm a healthy person and I'm doing these things, like actually taking steps. Because I feel like a lot of stuff nowadays is like, you have to do all these things to be healthy and to make it work. And I'm like, I'm actually working on those things. And like, they're becoming my habits and they're becoming part of my lifestyle. And I don't have this like woulda, coulda, shoulda, I need to be working on this, like shame spiral. And I can just,
Yeah.
nope, I'm doing all the baby steps. I'm making the changes and changing my life in a big way. So
That's awesome. Yeah, it sounds like you're like no longer overwhelmed by health advice. It's just like you already have a plan, you have a clear path that you've already walked and that you're continuing to walk, and that makes a big difference. Just being able to have energy all day and always being aware of what's happening in your body, and letting go of shame for even all the ways that we don't do it perfectly, right? Yeah. So, just briefly, like, what were some big light bulb moments during the process, or tiny shifts that made a big difference, whatever you want to share about your experience actually in the program?
I super loved the educational modules. I feel like each one of those were like big shifts in a way like I had no idea. Like overhead lighting after the sun goes down is probably not going to help you fall asleep. And just little things like that I was like, the videos. How old were you when you found out that this was a thing? Like today, years old. I had no idea that that was affecting things and how important all of these little micro things are that do affect how we live our life. So those educational pieces I felt like were thorough and came from a good source, and you knew your stuff, and you're very educated and you taught it well, so I could actually learn it well. So those were really great. And then just our coaching, like the way you'd push me and like, well, maybe that seems too far of a jump for this next 2 weeks. Like, let's do something so that you can be successful. So there's that momentum and all the good, happy things to make it work.
Well, thank you so much for sharing all that. I just have a few questions left. So before you decided to sign up for the program, were there any hesitations that you have, or anything that almost kept you from joining?
I am a known course signer upper. So that was a little like another thing to sign up for, another thing to do. Can I even complete it? Because I haven't finished all these other ones I signed up for, like $47 change your life things. And I was like, I don't have time for that because I really should finish all these other ones. But it was definitely like front of mind, things I wanted to work on, things I wanted to change. And I'm so glad I didn't do the self-paced course, that I had the coaching with you, because I needed those check-ins. I needed to be able to talk to you frequently and see where I was winning and see places I needed support, and being able to actually like move forward. Like, I actually got through it. I watched all the things and I did all the things. And I still have all the other ones I haven't done yet. And I don't know if I need to, but that was one piece that was like, I don't know. And then the price is always a thing, but having the labs and having your coaching, like, it was a really good deal, really, for everything that I got.
Happy to hear that. So what was it that pushed you past that, like that doubt or whatever was making you hesitate? Why did you decide to do it?
Because I'm in my 30s. I really needed to get my hormones figured out, needed to get my health figured out, because as we get older, things are just going to keep shifting. And if I didn't have that, like, solid foundation, the knowledge, things aligned, things balanced, moving into my 40s and 50s and menopause and everything, I wanted to be in a good place as I age beautifully and change differently. It was definitely something I needed to hop on and figure out and go through the process of, I don't know, I felt like I was in a chrysalis and slowly changing and turning to mush and coming out a different person, happier, healthier, all around much better person.
Oh, I love that. Thank you for sharing that. And, kudos to you for deciding that it was worth you were worth the investment and the time, because everybody's busy, right? And everybody, like, you're not alone in being like a serial course purchaser, but you did something, took an investment of your time and your money and your energy to really follow through on something for yourself. And that deserves a round of applause.
And it didn't even feel like that much time out of my typical day. And you were able to help me find ways to work it in. Like, at this meal, take these supplements. And after taking your kids to school, go on a walk. Like, easy ways. So it didn't feel like, this is all I'm doing and it's taking forever and it's all my time and energy. Like, it was just little steps up the staircase, and it was not overwhelming.
Yes. Excellent. So, to finalize our time together, would you recommend other women to work with me? And if so, why?
Yes. And I already have. It was just so good. Like, I looked forward to our calls. I looked forward to our chats, learning more things, changing myself. I've been a self-care, self-help person, obsessed with it for a long time. But this was different in a way that I actually felt like I changed. It was actually applicable. And so I've told lots of women, like, hey, get these things figured out. Did you know this? Did you know that? Like, are you doing this? This is so important. Here, just drink out of my fridge, because my fridge has the healthy water. Like, all these things. So it's definitely a positive experience, a good memory, and it has changed my life still to this day. So thank you.
Thank you. And you're welcome. I'm happy to help you, and also mutually loved it. So thank you so much for your time. And if you, listener, are interested in having a life-changing experience like Jolyn, then just check out the links at the bottom. I open up spots in my group program 4 times a year. But if you want to work one-on-one with me like Jolyn did, that's also available. And it comes highly recommended.
Yes, it does.